Hello everybody, Cone Dodger here, and welcome to Drift Stage. This is a game that I found out about through Nihon Tiger, who did a video on it, showing it off and all that stuff, and I was so impressed that I've decided that I just have to give it a try myself. It looks really awesome. It is a drifting game that takes you back to the late 80s, early 90s, and kind of the maybe mid-90s arcade-style racer. So we're combining a whole bunch of like eras of cool things. So we have drifting, which is kind of cool today, and we got the looks of the 80s, the cars of the 80s, and kind of 90s arcade racer physics. It's a mismatch, but it's working great. It looks awesome. I unfortunately don't have a gamepad, a controller. That's right, I'm such a PC elitist. I don't even own a controller. Not really, I'm just cheap. So I am using the keyboard, which is not ideal. If you want to try this out yourself, links in the description, link to the Kickstarters in the description. However, they have already met their Kickstarter goal and are exceeding it. But you might want to sneak in there and get yourself a cheaper copy of it if you think you're going to enjoy it. So here we have to choose from the Alpha Demo Time Trial. That is all we have for now. This is Alpha Build 1, so this is like the very earliest anybody's seen of this game. So a whole lot left to be done. Looks like there will be racing, like regular racing, time trials, infinite drift, which is checkpoint based, and something that looks really cool to me is daily drift. So kind of kicking on this theme that's been going around lately of daily or weekly challenges in games. This one's Challenge Your Friends to Today's Random Drift Challenge. So that sounds like something that could be pretty darn cool in the future. But for now, we have the alpha demo to try, and I will try my best. The controls are funky. They're not perfect for using a keyboard, I don't think. First lap here is kind of just a warm-up. The spacebar is accelerator. Alt is the brakes. And you can see right there what Alt hitting the brakes does, and then there's the arrow keys to turn. So hitting the brakes when you're off the gas instantly initiates the car into drift. There's no counter steering into it. There's no extra input needed for that. You can do it on the straightaways. You can do it in the turns, into turns. It doesn't matter. As long as you are off the gas and hit the brakes, it initiates the car into drift. And then you use the throttle to kind of position yourself, and you can steer in or out of the turns. This is the hardest one, yep. Yeah, that one's really tough. Alright, let's try this a little better though. Okay, you can see how I'm using the steering input to drift more or less, or decrease my radius, I guess. It's a little sharp with the keyboard. I think it could probably work with keyboard inputs. They just need to be... See, I hit the brakes but didn't let off the gas, and it doesn't do anything. Oh, smack the wall again. A little bit of a bug there. It gets stuck in between gears on occasion. Just gotta let off the gas and let it get going again. Alright, this will be our first real lap. So I have beat the novice level, but I have not been able to beat the intermediate. Nihon went all the way up to expert. I don't think he ever beat the expert, but he was close to it. I have not been so lucky. I've been that successful. It's definitely, I would say, harder with the keyboard. I don't know how to make it any better. I would love for the controls to just be on the arrows instead of using the spacebar and alt. But that is what we have. Like I said, this is very early on. Let's see if we can get this one. Alright, I didn't hit the wall, so that's a good thing. But we're not quite up to that intermediate level, and that's not going to do it. Actually snapped me out of the drift, too. So the car will go a certain speed, 170 miles per hour, but in drift, it has a different maximum speed, and it depends on your angle. So the more you get sideways, the slower it seems to go, which is pretty interesting. It's a very interesting take on drifting, really. They've taken it from something that, overall, debatably isn't necessarily about going fast, and turned it into something that is actually about car control and going faster around turns. That is the advantage of an arcade racer. You can do such things in the spirit of having fun. I cannot make that turn today. I was getting that one earlier, but not right now. It's the pressure. The pressure of being on camera. Alright, let's try a little harder here. I do want to comment on such things as the art style, which is, to me, really cool. Very well done. They've gone with this color palette, especially for this level or world, and kind of run with it. It works great, despite the fact the colors aren't true to life. Everything is super easy to read. You can tell where the track is very well, and more than anything, it helps you hit the wall more. No, it really puts you in that like late 80s, early 90s mindset, which I'm sure a lot of you weren't even alive for, but well, you can pretend. Man, I'm doing terrible today. Alright. Well, you can comment on the looks and the sounds and all that stuff later. Let's actually try and nail down a decent lap. That is what I want to do. Turn 1 I'm good with. I've got this one down. Alright, we're still ahead of him. Running wide right there today. I don't really know why. And hitting the wall there. Man, this is an embarrassment. You're better than this cone dodger. You really should get a controller. I think it would be, it's already fun, but I think it would be a little bit less difficult if I had more input control. Controls are just a little too snappy with the keyboard. Yep. So you can see, you basically turn less or more in the drift to do the same thing you would do if you were driving normally. That's how you decrease or increase your radius. Oh man, if you time that just right, you can do just a little snap drift and go straight. It's one of the aspects that I'm kind of struggling with is the way the car comes out of drift. I think it could be maybe a little smoother. The animation seems very snappy, and it's overall kind of difficult to get the car to stop drifting. As easy as it is to get it to drift, just smack of the brakes and it's drifting. It'd be nice if it was as easy to get it to stop drifting. Still hitting the outside wall, and held the drift too long. Still overall not a terrible lap. Stop drifting, car. That's kind of what I need. This is the turn, I don't know what I'm doing there. I wasn't having any problems with that either. Yeah, that's the turn Nihon was having issues with, and I'm having issues with as well. Okay, I'm having issues with every turn. Never mind. Alright, so as we keep trying here, just a few words about some of the other cool aspects of the game. The soundtrack is phenomenal so far. The menu music, the one track of soundtrack we have for this level, stuff like that, is like perfect. It along with like the art style and everything like that, is great for putting us in this kind of era of mood, if you will, and it's like I said, the whole package is working really well together in that way. So I've gotten better at these turns. I'm still clipping the wall, but we're actually pretty far ahead. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty good through there. here. Yeah. This could be good. Alright, I'm gonna shut up for a second because this is going too well. Okay. How would he just screw it up in these easy turns? Oh, that was close. I think this might be it. No! Alright, there we go. Intermediate target beat. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I doubt we're gonna go for expert. Okay, we've already screwed up. Alright, well, I think that is all of what I want to show of the actual driving aspect of the game. There's not too much to see just yet. Do check it out for yourself. Go check out the Kickstarter, see if this is something you might be interested in. Backing. I think it's got lots of potential. Judging by the pictures and stuff I've seen of their development, they certainly have more content already in the works. And they've got a nice baseline here to start with. Alright, before we go, I want to show you one other pretty darn cool thing, and that is this photo mode. So this is something you never could have dreamed of doing in the old school arcade racer, and that is actually move around in this world with a free camera and explore it and see really these big awesome landscapes and such. It really is a cool looking world they've kind of created here. Judging by screenshots of other tracks they have, they're not all going to be in the same art style, but I really particularly like this art style here. It's got that kind of futuristic look to it, and you can set up some awesome screenshots. I think that's going to wrap up our first look here at Drift Stage. As the game progresses, I will certainly be doing more videos on this, hopefully with a gamepad. I will have to put that on my list of investments to make. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you next time.